One of the biggest mistakes that I have made in my business and has cost me several thousands of dollars, lost time and a huge amount of stress. This is something I want to share with you in this video today. It's going to be a deeply personal video because I have to dig deep and be very honest with myself, and I'm going to share it with you. I don't mind being open about these things because I know that other people experience the same. Hi, I'm Sam. I'm the founder of Fruitable Marketing, and we help businesses that are doing at least $1 million a year in revenue who struggle when they have inconsistent numbers of clients in their business, and you have some months that are high, some months that are low, and then one day you find you're in a financial mess. You're stressed out when you have too much month at the end of your money. We help you solve that problem permanently by leveraging your back-end marketing, by converting your unconverted leads into customers and clients who become repeat customers and clients and then want to refer all their friends as well. So let's dive in. The biggest mistake that I have made, and I have made this mistake 3 times within the last 12 months, and that is I find it very difficult to fire people that I have been working with. This has applied all throughout my journey as a freelancer before starting a business. I could never fire a client, and now I'm struggling with it as a business owner myself. So the first example cost me thousands and thousands of dollars. I started working with an agency it was a virtual assistant service. They helped build systems on social media for me and then managed it, but the quality of the work they did was not up to par and not up to my standard. The first few months was fine, as is typically the case when you work with an agency who have no vested interest in your outcome because you're just trading time for money, so to speak. And after the systems were built, they started to manage the systems, but then the communication just fell off a cliff. They would not communicate with me in a way that I wanted to. I wasn't sure what they're spending my money on each month or how my money was getting a return on investment. And my team told me internally that this was a problem and I needed to do something, but I just kept lying to myself saying, oh, it'll work out, etc., etc. A few months later and a few $1,000s later, I ended up terminating the agreement. It was a hard thing to do, but it was something that I had to do. And then I felt great afterwards, especially seeing the extra money in bank account. But honestly, I paid several $1,000s for several months, several $1,000s in total over several months when I didn't need their services and they weren't delivering the return for me. The second example is with a coach that I work with. I've worked with this particular coach for close to a year, and for what I actually get, I'm paying quite a lot per month. And my vision at the start and the way I justified it was, I like this person, I enjoy listening to his podcast, I like him as a person. I want to try to find a way where I can form a partnership with him so that over the long term I can get my return on investment back in a different way. I tried so hard to get the partnership with him or try and find ways to work with him. He's very open to it, but nothing ever materializes. And quite lately, it turns out that this particular coach is extremely busy, juggling 40 clients per month, having a very active podcast. He's traveling all around, he's doing all these different things, so he's literally working 18 hours per day. And the quality of the service that I get from him has fell off a cliff in the last few months. And I still continue to work with him. And then because I like the person, I then negotiated with him for a reduced fee for 2 months, when honestly what I should have done was, when I noticed that things were falling off the cliff and the quality was going down, it should have been time to terminate this. I've also had experiences like this with clients in the past when the time to end the agreement with them was now, but I didn't want to do it. This is something that I find particularly difficult. The way that I operate my business is I want to treat everyone that I interact with like family. I want to build the strong long-term relationships with people, and it's hard for me to end a relationship, whether it's with an employee, whether it's with an agency I'm working with, when I'm trying to look at things through the big picture. And that's something that I've just experienced. Something that I learned from Alex Hormozi in his book $100 Million Leads is that when you are working with an agency or contractor or someone and you no longer feel that they're providing value, that's probably the best time that you should end it with them. That is something that I've experienced personally. Maybe you experience it as well. Now, as an agency owner myself that works with multiple clients, I understand that what I'm saying here would go against the best interests of my own agency, because you might work with me for a few months and then want to end it yourself, and I'm telling you to end it quickly and not to procrastinate. But the difference here is that the way that we do things at Freedom in Marketing is we are directly invested in your outcome, because we offer a service where we only get paid if you get results. So if we give you a return on your investment in January, we're only going to send you the invoice for our fee for January and February after you've received it. So that it's an ongoing relationship where we are directly vested in your interest, directly invested in the results that you get, because if we don't get your results, we don't get paid. Other agency owners or coaches that I've worked with in the past and freelancers that I've worked with in the past, the opposite kind of occurs, because after you've worked with them for a short time, the learning curve goes up and then it starts to plateau. They get comfortable doing things, the quality goes down. If you're with an agency, instead of you dealing with the main person has moved on to someone else, because they want to focus on the new client, the new person, to give them the exceptional experience. And the long-term people in this situation tend to be neglected. We don't do that. We don't want to do that. We want to be directly aligned with the results that we deliver, which is why we only send our invoice a month after you've received your return on investment. Okay, that's all I've got for you in this video. If you're in a similar situation as I've described, don't worry, you're not alone. I don't want you to feel like you're alone on anything like this, because it's just what I've experienced. I know it's what other people do as well. If you'd like to know more about how you can work with Freedom in Marketing, you'll find links to videos. You'll find a link to the description in the description below. If you want to watch more videos, you'll find them pop up around the screen somewhere as well. That's all I've got for you. See you in the next video. Make it a great day.